Get on to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride, ever feel your desire. One day I noticed that my life was...
Oh, hello there. Episode, like 6 now? We're still doing this shit.
Yeah, we are.
Welcome back to Rambling Mad.
We're still going hard in the paint.
Yeah. I'm Nico. Patrick here today.
Patrick.
Arvin's a bitch. He's working. So he's working
at
at 12.
For, buddy. It's kind of that's a low blow.
It's a low blow.
It's a low blow. You don't have to call him a bitch.
Yeah, man. Look at this fucker. He's out here making money and fucking working his job and shit like that. But yeah. So we got a pretty like hodgepodge, like last minute ass episode today, because we just kind of like I came up with like one or two topics literally like an hour before like messaging people to get here and figuring out stuff.
I kind of have I have two topics. It's one
repping Canada.
Games,
His is repping Canada.
One doing video games. So
Yeah. So let's talk about some nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
About our childhood for a bit, because I've been going through Spyro, the Reignited trilogy, and I'm just like, yo,
I still have to
this
get
is so
it.
good.
Like I remember seeing the gameplay of it, and I was like, oh my god, I missed this game.
Mm.
It's like when they brought back Crash Bandicoot for the first time, and I'm like, bro.
It's okay. I like Crash, but
That's
I've only ever owned the second one.
Was that warped in time? No.
No, it's Cortex Strikes
Cortex.
Back. So Warp is the other one. Is the third.
Cortex? Yes.
Yeah, but I've played more Spyro because like when I got my PS1 from my cousins, we had 2 and 3.
Spyro?
Yeah.
What?
So I played 3 first, being an idiot, because they didn't really have the number in the title. It just said Spyro Year of the Dragon, and this one Spyro Ripto's Rage or whatever. And then over time, like I played both of them, and then I was like, oh, I think this one's before that. This was like when I was a young kid, and I was shit at those games. Like I did not like.
I was terrible at Spyro, but I loved every second of it, man.
Fucking, if you were to go back and play that shit now, the games are easy.
Oh yeah, dude.
So easy.
Hell yeah. They don't make games like that anymore. They just don't make games like that anymore.
But yeah, the Spyro trilogy is great.
So they remastered all 3?
All 3 games. I got it on the Switch, and that's a pretty good version. Ooh. Oh fuck, I'm tired. I have barely any sleep because I've been fucking feeding the dogs and shit every morning. So I have to wake up at like 6, and I know for most people that's not bad, waking up at 6 a.m. because that's like a lot of people's jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But I work nights, so that shit's fucked.
And it doesn't help that you're by yourself at home, so...
I'm home alone. I can scream wherever the fuck I want to. But yeah. Yeah, fucking Spyro was the shit. I'm glad that they did the Spyro remakes.
I remember they were talking about it, and I totally forgot that they were actually going to make it. And then when you told me about it, I was like, you're fucking kidding me right now.
Okay, I had a big dilemma, because like when it came out, I was like, do I want to get it on PlayStation or do I want to get it on the Switch?
Who are the guys that made the Spyro? Same people who made Crash?
No, I was looking at the credits. They helped.
Naughty Dog. It was Naughty Dog, right?
No, Naughty Dog did Crash like way back. Insomniac did Spyro way back.
Right.
But now like the Activision owns both the properties.
Well,
so
yeah, because Insomniac got bought out by Sony.
Well, yeah, but like I think like Insomniac just kind of like dropped the properties.
Oh.
Like both they both just kind of dropped it because they're like, all right, we made 3 games, we're good. And yeah, they just kind of like I don't know. I think for Crash it was partly owned by Universal.
Yes.
I think that was the thing.
Yeah, because every time the game would start, you would see Universal.
Universal Productions.
Yes, you're right.
So it was partly owned by Universal. So Universal was like whoring out the property to people, but Spyro was just in limbo. But yeah, fucking great. And they also got fucking Tom Kenny to do some voices again.
Nice.
So that was great. They got to use some of the old.
Bringing back the OGs. I like it.
Yeah, they even have the OG cheat codes.
No.
So you could
The
do like
up, left,
fucking,
down,
like,
down.
yeah.
Oh my god.
You can do like some of the OG cheat codes to like change Spyro's color.
Yeah.
There was one for a retro version, so it turns into the PS1 look. I was like, yo, that's sick. I was playing through the first game with that.
That is so sick. I can't believe they kept the cheat codes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
There's the 99 lives one they have, which is like, okay, yeah, makes sense. But shit's great.
So do you think they should? Is there any other games that from our childhood that they should remake?
Fuck. There's one game for PS1 that I remember of very fondly.
Which is?
It's Legend of Dragoon.
Oh my god, I remember that game too.
It's an RPG,
Yeah.
4 fucking discs.
Yeah, I remember you had it on your PlayStation.
I think I have like I don't know if I still have the case.
You have it somewhere.
Somewhere in my room.
It's like it's basically the same size case of Metal Gear.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't mind a fucking actually. No, but then they've already done this before though. Like I was gonna say like a Metal Gear Solid remake.
Oh,
But they've already done it.
They've done like an HD remix and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it wouldn't be the same.
I heard they're remaking GoldenEye.
That'd be crazy.
Because
I know they did that before, but they did it with like Daniel Craig and they made it modern.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt too much like Call of Duty, and I was just like,
Because I saw this thing online where this company was doing it for, I think it was from, I don't know if it was Microsoft or whatnot, but they did they had their early gameplay of it, and I must say it's looking mad sharp, but it's not an official like release thing. It's more like someone's remaking GoldenEye, calling it instead of 007 GoldenEye, they're gonna call GoldenEye 25.
GoldenEye? Oh, okay.
25 for anniversary. But yeah, it's not gonna be coming from like a manufacturer, like one of the big name manufacturers. No, some guy's making it and then he's gonna distribute it independently.
Okay, so you know what was a really good reboot? Fucking Doom. Fucking Doom.
Agreed.
2016 is fucking great.
Agreed. People had their mixed reviews about Doom, the new one that came out for. I think it was PS4 and Xbox One.
I loved it, dude.
I
played
enjoyed
the
it.
shit out of it. It was great.
It was hard as fuck though. I'm not gonna lie. It was
Dude,
pretty damn
it was
hard.
because it was like
I
it was
love that
kind of
Doom,
classic, but it was modern at the same time.
Yeah.
Because like you could like you didn't have like regenerating health and shit like that. You have to like fucking find.
I'm pretty sure they had Doom VR too.
Yeah, they have Doom VR.
Yeah, that's fucking
that'd be
sick.
fucking trippy as shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You being the Doom guy,
Yeah.
POV? Fuck that noise, man. Hell no. That is not.
Yeah, that Doom was a great reboot.
They should reboot Quake. Remember Quake?
Oh my god.
Yo.
No, Turok.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah, I don't know if they would do it though because
Remember they tried to do it. They didn't remake it, but they made a
Forever.
new game. Yeah, forever. Remember I pre-ordered it. Thinking it was gonna be a good game.
Oh
Bro,
my god, it was like okay at best.
I finished that game in a day.
Dude, is that short? Jesus.
And then went back to EB Games. I traded it in. They're like, "You already finished it?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah, people have been returning it too. They said it's too short of a game. I'm like, I tried to take my time, but then it just kept going. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna body it. I bodied it the same day. So I bought it, and then the night, because I bought it before I went to work at FedEx, so I didn't have the chance to play that night. But the day after, I was off the whole day. I just went right through it. So it was. Not gonna lie, there was a lot of flaws of that in that game. A lot of goddamn flaws.
Oh yeah, because I remember playing a bit of it.
Yeah,
when I got it.
Yeah. It wasn't the
I
same.
was like, it just feels like I'm playing Halo or some shit, you know?
Yeah, it's not the same anymore. Obviously, the voiceover is still hilarious and shit like that,
because,
but
like,
gameplay.
they got the same guy to do it.
Yeah.
They had some funny moments, but it was like fucking dick humor funny.
It was dick humor. What was one of his most infamous sayings? I'm drawing a blank right now. He had one saying that we've always.
I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck.
There's one in there.
That's one I remember very, very well.
Balls gonna do balls.
Balls of steel.
There it is. There it is. Balls of steel.
Oh my god. Okay, so I was going through Reddit earlier today, and I saw a someone's like people like asking Reddit shit. They're just like, people love Reddit, this, and this. So the question was, okay, what if you had a debit account that never stays at 0 but always goes to 1? So if you spend the 1 and then it goes to 0, it'll automatically refresh to 1. And they're like, how are you gonna optimize this? And I have like a few ideas, but everybody was just like, yo, scratch cards. Like, because most of those people were like in the US, they buy like little scratch cards.
Oh.
And it's like one where you can get like $100 or some shit like that, like those $1, $2 to like $100 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the little like 3 ones. If you match them up, then you get something.
Yeah. We have those here, but like
I rarely see them. I only see like the fucking crossword, like the big
crossword
ass
puzzle.
like,
There's the one for like Bing or poker or bingo or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't have the ones that we have in the States. Like they have in the States. Sorry.
So I was thinking, I'm like, okay, if you have a fucking debit account, you should also have a savings account. Why don't you make your life fucking easier instead of using the dollar to go fucking buy scratch cards and scratching it and seeing if you're gonna win? It might be more optimal to do it that way because you might get more shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just thinking, okay, transfer that to the savings account. $1 goes to 0, back to 1. Transfer again. Transfer again. Transfer again.
Jeez.
Do that like 120 times. $120 in your savings account right there.
Fair enough.
Or if the rules don't allow that, I saw another dude say just transfer it over to your PayPal.
You do that too.
And then transfer it back into your.
How did this conversation start on Reddit?
Somebody just asked this question, and I was just like, and then we got down further, and then people was like, if you did that, if you put $120 a day, you'll make like $4,800 every month, and you'd make close to like $200,000 a year just by doing that. So it could take you like maybe 10-20 minutes a day to do that, 5 days a week. Fucking set.
You are set.
If you just $1 every time your account hits 0, you get $1.
So you'll never be at 0. So
You'll never be at 0. It always go back to $1.
Interesting. I never really thought about that. That's actually very interesting. That gets me thinking. Holy shit.
I was just like, that'd be sick though. Like, I feel like okay, that's a lot of.
At least you'll never be in fucking negative.
Dude, I would never work again because I'd be making so much money.
Oh, 100%. I'd go to work, but I wouldn't give a shit. I'd go into work, just fuck around.
I'd go like I'd do casual ass shifts.
Well, I can't.
Like
I'm a full time.
2 or 3, yeah.
I'll just call them into work and just, do what I have to do in the beginning of the day and just fuck off for the rest of the day,
Yeah, at that point, where you're working would just be like pocket change.
Exactly. I'd be like, you know what? I don't need no direct deposit anymore. Give me a check.
Yeah, and you can use your work as like, this is your technical financial income.
Mm-hmm.
But since your bank account is going to be in a weird loopy state, that's where you're going to be making most of your money.
Exactly.
And then they'll only tax you for the amount of money you make at that job.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you start making shitloads of money, you gotta put it in an offshore account.
Yes, I will. 100%. Then I save for a nice place. Save for whatever I need to save for. Be nice. It'd be really nice.
Yeah. So, I think last week after the podcast, me and Arvin were talking about a few things. And it was mostly just like, what would we do if it got, like, the podcast got decently popular or we had a following?
When we hit a following or like when we just get really big.
Yeah, so like I was thinking of a few things that I was gonna put it in like its own separate video, but I was like, might as well fucking talk about it and like discuss it. And I was thinking first and foremost, we're not gonna run ads on the videos.
No,
it doesn't make sense because like you're running a podcast.
Yeah, and
to have these breaks in between where it's just fucking 2 back-to-back ads, and I'm like, that's fucking shit.
Stupid.
I wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't want that either. So,
but what we would do is if we hit like a good amount of people, then I would probably do like a Patreon or like a thing where it's like people Like they can, if they wanted to, they can go and like pay it, like $1 a month or some shit like that.
And they get stuff.
And it's to support us or whatever.
And then we give them something back.
Yeah. So the idea was like, okay, and if that happens, that we get to a point where that can happen, then we can start going a little bit more hard in the paint with this shit, where we can like maybe start live streaming the recordings.
Ooh, yes.
Or we could start like having like, oh, here's an early release of the audio file so you guys can listen to it. Like you listen to it earlier before the video comes out. And it'll be stuff like that, or even like an exclusive Discord that they can go into and chat and like
we can have
pitch
contests
topics
for our fans where one lucky fan will do a podcast with us.
Yeah, they could join us on a podcast,
Yeah.
ask us some questions.
Live in person, in the flesh.
And at this point, I feel like more like a radio show. But yeah, I was thinking stuff like that. Because like, I feel like that'd be a lot more beneficial. So it's more like these people can support us. Then, but thing is, if we get to a point where that starts making us fuckloads of cash, which we probably won't, it'll probably just make us like pocket change. But it would be a little bit better because then we could put this amount's gonna be for the podcast. This amount's gonna be for us. Like just the rest of the money's gonna be for us. So we could use that money that's for the podcast to get better equipment, to get artists to like do more graphic design shit for us.
We could possibly, if we get enough money, we could possibly get our own studio.
That'd be a good like
dream.
if it makes that much where it can afford its own like a studio that we could just kind of collectively go to, do the podcast and whatever the fuck we need to do and then leave. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Or if we just win the lottery, just buy our own studio. Either or.
Like after like during the week I was watching a bit of Joe Rogan's podcast. And he was talking about like this. I just watched like the clips of some of his where he was talking with Bill Burr.
Oh God, Bill. Oh,
and he was just, and they were talking about like marriage and shit, and you're just like, dude, my wife must think I'm a fucking crazy person because I spend so much money on random shit. Like I have this warehouse just so I can put all my random shit in here while I'm doing my podcast, and it's like I have so much hobbies and I have so much interests. Like I don't like. And Bill's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure most of our like significant others just think this guy is the one that's financially supporting us and he's fucking insane, but we rely on him, so we have to deal with that shit. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, it's so true.
And I'm just like, I feel like that's what's gonna happen in my future. Like, okay, I don't think like I'm gonna be the breadwinner per se, but it's gonna be like pretty even in the future. But like, I have a feeling that my future wife is gonna be like, you fucking weirdo.
Bro, my girlfriend now tells me that I'm a weirdo for having so many fucking shoes. Imagine when I get big and have more money, how much shoes I'm gonna have in general. I'm gonna go warehouse full of shoes. It's gonna be bad. People are gonna look at me like, you're a stupid idiot. Like, why do you have all these shoes?
Well, yeah, but you're a collector.
I am a collector.
So
I am.
It's the same with me and fucking.
I do want to buy. If I ever get big one day, or if I get money one day, I do want to buy myself a nice old retro muscle car. That's what I want.
I'll be happy with a fucking any car. maybe I'll get a truck just because I want to do some fucking city white boy shit.
City white boy shit.
And just like
I might get a truck
stick
in
a
2
tarp
years.
in there and put a pool.
Get a tarp and put a pool. Hey man, having a pickup truck is really good for the drive-ins too. Put a fucking mattress in there, you're good, bro. You're good. Sure, don't make a little sounds, but
fine.
you know,
Who
who
cares?
cares? Who cares? The movie's going on. No one's gonna see. It's dark. You know.
Just go to the back.
Exactly. Mommy, look, a penis. So. Whatever.
And lawsuit.
And lawsuit.
So yeah.
Yeah, you know. We'll see what happens if this podcast gets big. I have a feeling it will. It's gonna take time, but I have a feeling it will.
I think we'll just get like a marginal following.
Yeah.
Nothing
Like,
too big.
The more consistent.
That's like if I'm being honest, I'm not really expecting much.
I'm not expecting much, but the more consistent we are with doing our
Yeah,
podcast,
that's what I'm thinking. Like, if we're consistent,
we'll have a good
hopefully
we'll have a good
YouTube is like, if YouTube throws us a bone once in a while, and be like, yo, we'll spread this for you.
And then one day you just text me or call me like, yo, I need you to come over right now. I'm like, oh. And then they come over, you see a YouTube plaque. Just like, 1 million subscribers. They'll be like, what the fuck?
I don't know if they give, because I know they give one out for 100,000. They give you a
so
silver one.
Yeah, 100,000.
And I think a gold one's at $1 million.
Yeah. And I think a platinum is like...
That's, I don't know if anyone's ever got. That's like, must be like 10 mil or some shit like that.
It's like PewDiePie. I'm pretty sure PewDiePie got one.
Fuck if I know. I don't watch him. Yeah, it's fucking... Some fucking crazy shit, though. Imagine, though, getting one.
Yeah.
It'd be weird. I don't know where... Okay, if we were to get one, by that time I feel like we'd have, like, a studio or something.
Yeah, YouTube, can we have two? One for him, one for me?
Yo, that shit's, like, all silver, though.
I know, that's the thing. That's why they only give one. That's why they only get one. If you see YouTube couples that get them, they only get one. Which is good enough for us.
Yeah, because, like, I feel like I would just hang out in the spot where we...
Buddy, we get a plaque from YouTube. I know I achieved my life goal. One of my life goals.
If you know what that would be? That'd be a reminder every day that I walk in. I'm like, 100,000 motherfuckers decide to listen to our fucking bullshit.
Yeah, our bullshit. Listen to us rant about stupidness every single Sunday. But hey, sorry for the bottom. Now we're here. You know?
Okay, so to get back to some of the stuff I saw on Reddit, there was one where, like, some guy was asking about, what kind of, like, childhood shows still hold up today, if you were to go back and watch it.
What do you mean, like, childhood shows from, like, 90s? Is that, like, our childhood?
Just, like, in general, like, what you watched from your childhood. Because, like, I know, like, some people growing up, like, some of the kids that are old, that are, like, just now hitting their, like...
Teens?
Adulthood, or starting to become adults. Their childhood shows are much different than ours.
Their childhood shows were fucking, like...
There's like fucking Littlest Pet Shop or some shit.
Littlest Pet Shop, Little Einstein, shit like that. Our childhood shows were like fucking SpongeBob, fucking Rugrats, fucking, like Doug sticking around. You got that one.
I think kids nowadays still know Rugrats. I think they know them still.
They do.
They must play reruns or something.
It's probably reruns, but they started around our time.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, we didn't get Caillou. Caillou was after us, right?
No, Caillou was like in between.
What was in between?
It was like it was more like my generation.
Same with Recess. Recess was your generation. Yeah. When this is from back in the day. Gargoyles. Ooh, no. Kids nowadays will not know what gargoyles. You talk about gargoyles, I talk about the fucking things you have in your garden. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know what gargoyles is. That was one of the greatest shows I've ever watched.
I think you're thinking of fucking lawn gnomes.
No, I mean, the one you have in the front of your houses. You know, they have the statues in front of the houses, like on the driveway. They have, like, 2 statues there sometimes.
Oh,
the bigger houses.
Yeah, that's usually for, like, mansions.
Yeah,
right?
they have the gargoyles on there.
I was thinking of, like, fucking, like, Notre Dame and, like, off, like, the top of those. Like,
there's that too, yeah. There was also Mummies Alive. I don't know if you remember that. That was another fucking... I had every single toy of that. That was great. Ninja Turtles is our generation.
Obvious. Oh, fucking... Who doesn't know Ninja Turtles from our generation?
What else was our generation? Ninja Turtles. There was...
There's obviously Power Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, there's Power Rangers.
We had a whole thing, like, a couple
We had the best Power Rangers, okay? We had motherfucking Kimberly, motherfucking Trini, motherfucking Zach, motherfucking Billy, motherfucking Jason, and motherfucking Tommy, bro. We had the best Power Rangers
You know any kids that don't know, like, the OG Power Rangers, like, those are just fucking names.
The only OG Power Ranger these kids know is fucking Tommy. Because they know him as the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. But they don't know they don't know who Zach is. They don't know who Trini is.
Billy was always my go-to. Because, I don't know, because I was a kid, I liked blue. So Billy was mine.
For me, it was always, it was never White Ranger Tommy. It was Green Ranger Tommy for me. I always loved Green Ranger Tommy. And then
he eventually became red, didn't he?
No, he was always white.
He was always white or green?
Red was Jason. And then Power Rangers Neo, Tommy was red. Power Rangers Turbo, Tommy was red. But then Tommy... He went back as a white ranger again, and then he became black, and then he was just transitioning from different rangers. And
I think the thing that we realized like a couple weeks back when you and Nash were going through Power Ranger stuff, that we all have our own version or generation of Power Rangers that we kind of liked the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like yours was probably like the.
Mine was Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers Zeo. That's
mine
like
mine was Beast Force or Wild Force.
Wild Force, yeah.
That one was mine with the fucking little balls
Yep.
and the little like Triceratops and shit.
I also
They put it in the
enjoyed-
sword and then they
yeah.
had the fucking big ass.
I also enjoyed Space, Galaxy, but my favorite...
I remember the Galaxy ones though.
The reason why I loved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the OG, the reason why I loved that obviously is because my childhood crush, Kimberly. Obviously, but they're morphers. It's morphin' time! I'm just like, yo! And then the stupid flute that the Green Ranger plays. It's just the greatest thing ever! Who does it nowadays? No one does it anymore nowadays. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, shit was amazing.
Yo, the morphers nowadays, like the die-cast version of the morphers at like Toys R Us and stuff, they're expensive. They're like $100. They're expensive, man. Oh, we had also X-Men. OG X-Men cartoons back in the day. That was us. What was that one that you did? The one that you, it was like the one that the girl looked like Carmen Sandiego. She looked like Carmen Sandiego.
Wait, which one?
That show that we watched the freaking, the intro to the show and she...
Oh, Cyber Six?
There it is! Cyber
Yeah.
6. There it is.
This is like a black-coated version of Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting show. I remember it well because like it was this girl who would like during the day she was a dude, but like at night like her like alter ego was like would be like a powerful like female and she had like a panther and shit.
Was it on YTV or was it on Teletoons?
I think it was Teletoons.
Like at night?
It was in the evening. Cause I remember it like it was like 8, 9 o'clock.
Okay, so it was before like Teletoons.
Yeah, it was before Teletoons.
It was before like undergrads and all that shit.
Yeah, fucking undergrads.
Hey guy.
Hey guy.
What was the other?
Hey guy.
What was the other show again with the Talkie French fries?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
There it is. Yo,
Fucking.
this guy showed me one of the most messed up episodes.
Ham banana.
Yes,
Me tonight. He's giving me rapey eyes. Fucking.
That show is so fucked up. Why did they put that on Teletoons?
I think my favorite character was Shake.
Oh,
The
Shake
fucking-
was
Shake was
yeah.
sick.
He was
And Meatball was second. Little fucking meatball. Carl was pretty good too.
Oh, there was another show that was on Teletoons. I think it was Teletoons. There was a Family Channel. Angela Anaconda.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Johnny Bravo. Can't forget about him.
Yeah, that was great.
Uh-huh.
That shit was great. Goof Troop.
Ooh.
That was my
Nice.
shit though. I love Goof Troop.
DuckTales. Na 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 DuckTales. Can't forget about him. Can't forget about the Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Woo. Obviously Looney Tunes. Can't forget about that show.
I was sad because like I got into Pinky and the Brain really late because they would only show up at night for me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I watched Pinky and the Brain even at night. I would watch it. The Pinky and the Brain. So wait, who was the Brain? Brain was a small one.
Yeah.
Pinky was
Pinky was the
the
big one.
retard. The retard.
Technically,
Oh no, technically
at the end I think it showed that
Pinky was,
Pinky was the smarter one.
and then Brain was the insane one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The figures throughout the show, you see the mind that Brain has, and it's just so like dark.
He's smart, but like the way they did it at the end, like Pinky, like whenever like, I think the way they showed it in the last episode was like he was like Brain was writing down like a formula and shit, and then he went to sleep, and then Pinky went up and then he like erased it and then fixed it, and then he went to sleep, and he was just like he's been hiding his genius the whole time.
Wow. Oh. You also can't forget Dexter's laboratory.
Diggly.
Get out of my laboratory. I told you. And then there was also there was
I
Dexter.
get au fromage.
Oh, fromage. That show was low-key savage too. Powerpuff Girls. I'm not ashamed to say that I watched Powerpuff Girls. Not ashamed to say I watched that.
Little town, little.
Who was that one person in Powerpuff Girls they never showed? They never showed her face. They only showed like half of her body.
It was the mayor's. I think it was his wife or his secretary. One of those two.
Yeah, they never showed her face. They never showed her.
It just
fucking-
reminds me of the Proud Family, the one character they never showed the face of.
Oh, it was a tall guy. It was a tall black guy.
Yeah.
He was like an athlete or something.
Yeah. That show was great too.
Oh, I love
Family.
that show, Penny Proud. What were the Blue Sisters' names again? They had that group name. Oh my god. There's the fucking Mean Sisters.
I don't remember.
What else? There was also obviously Flintstones and Jetsons. They aren't really art. That was way before.
That
ours.
was before our time, but I still managed to catch some of them because they
Same.
think they do reruns and shit.
Yeah, my God, my dude.
Old Family Guy was great.
Oh my god, Old Family Guy was great. Old Simpsons was great. There was another show. Oh fuck, King of the Hill, bro. One of the greatest shows.
Hang it, Bobby.
My wife. Okay, childhood show for me. Another one was my wife. No, it's not my wife and kids. The one with freaking Oh my god, what's that show with Al Bundy? Is it My Wife and Kids? Children, life. Love and marriage, love and marriage. Oh my god, what was that show?
Dude, I'm drawing blanks. I can't
Fuck.
fucking.
I gotta get that show now. Oh my god. That was-
Okay, so while you're searching that up, I'm just gonna tell you the name of an anime that I saw, and it's the dumbest fucking name ever, and I'm completely
Married with Children.
Okay, Married with Children. That's
yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you believe that this is the name of an anime? Do you love your mom and her two-hit multi-target attacks?
That sounds like a fucking video. That sounds like a video game.
yeah, so I think I've read the synopsis because I haven't watched it, and it's like this kid and his mom get sucked into like a video game, and they're like really
jeez.
powerful and shit. But it's a comedy. It's a comedy
It's
anime.
a comedy, okay.
And over like the past like week, I was like I'm like, okay, I have Crunchyroll and I'm paying for it, and I haven't used it in like a couple months now, because JoJo's like stopped. Like we finished JoJo not too long ago, and I was like, all right, well, I need something new to watch. I've been kind of like fucking bored, like with like stuff like on TV. Like I haven't watched much TV shows and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and started watching a show called fucking Demon Slayer.
I heard about that.
It's fucking great.
Yes, I heard nothing
Really
but great
good.
reviews.
It's fucking beautiful. Like, so the animation's fucking great.
I think they were the same guys that did was it that? No. They did a similar anime.
I don't know. I don't know, like, I don't remember what the studio was called, because they don't really put their name
No, they don't.
on it.
Very rarely they
But-
do that.
But I can tell you, if you want to watch a good ass like anime about fucking samurais and like
Demon Slayer.
demon slaying, and it's a pretty interesting story because like it starts off with this kid, like it opens on this kid. Like I'm just gonna kind of describe the first episode. So it like opens on this kid carrying his sister, and she's like bleeding and shit.
Jesus.
So it like opens and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And this guy's like, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna like try to make sure we go to a town, we get you to a doctor and fix you up. So then it cuts back to before that happened. And like basically like the kid's dad died and he's like taking care of the family, and the mom's taking care of the family, but he's the one, he goes into town and he does like jobs and he works and he makes money and brings it back so that they can have stuff to do, and like he can like feed them and like provide for them. So what ends up happening is it's like winter, like thick winter, and he goes down to town. He ends up doing the stuff like selling the charcoal for getting everybody ready for winter, helping a bunch of people with their odd jobs. And he's on his way back, but it's like it's getting dark. And his uncle's like, "Don't go up the mountain." And he's like, "Why? I can handle myself. I got a good sense of smell." Like, okay, this kid's ability is that he can smell things really well. So his uncle's like, "Don't go up. It's dangerous at night." He's like, "Trust me, it's dangerous. Demons come out." And he's just like, "Nah, they can't exist." And he's like, "You can say that, but the moment you see them, you'll wish that you listen to me. So I suggest you stay here. He's like, all right, you're my uncle, might as well. So he stays the night, eats food, gets ready, goes back up the mountain. 3/4 of the way up the mountain, he smells blood.
What the fuck?
Fresh blood. So he runs. He's like thinking the worst. And guess what happens? Gets to his house, family's fucking murdered.
Jesus
Demons
Christ.
kill him. But he sees his sister kind of alive. Like she's still breathing. So he's like carrying her. He's like, okay, I couldn't save them. I wasn't there for them. So at least let me try to save one person. Gets down to the, he starts going down the mountain. And you're like, throughout this episode, I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of understand the premise. So now he's gonna have revenge. He's gonna fucking hate these demons. Fucking throw a curveball at me. Sister's a demon. Fucking tries to eat him. Then some fucking next level ninja dude comes out of nowhere. Almost like kills his sister. He's like, no, I can heal her. I'll find a person to heal her. And he somehow manages to get his sister to like stop trying to eat him. And she ends up becoming really passive. And she's like, she starts remembering all the stuff about her family and him and all that stuff. So she becomes more like docile and shit. And then the guy's like, oh, this is weird. Why is this demon helping him? Like normally they just want to eat people, and that's it. Like never do you see like one that like actively will protect somebody else. And so like the whole story revolves around like this kid learning to slay demons and going to like join this like group of people to slay demons. And all the while trying to find like a cure for his sister to turn her back into a human. But his sister has like some weird ass crazy abilities where she can like shrink and grow.
What the fuck?
She can like, she has like super fucking strength and shit like that. And then he learns how to fucking do this crazy breathing shit. And he can do this like water slicing with the sword. And I'm just like, this is some crazy ass like cool shit. It's very like Dragon Ball Z-ish. Or so far I think it's like 23.
I'll take a wait till it's actually done and then I'll watch it. 'Cause I like to wait till the
season's done.
Yeah, then I'll watch it. Like with JoJo, I haven't watched one episode yet. He said that to wait, so.
Oh, okay. I gotta tell you something later because this is gonna be personal shit. But it's related to a friend of ours, and I don't want to get into it, but I'll leave it at that because I gotta message him later. But yeah. So I understand where you're coming from. Like I usually do that too for most shows, but like lately, there's been so much shit that's come out that I need to watch. Like fucking what was the show with the superheroes on Amazon?
The Boys.
Yeah, The Boys. I need to watch that. Yeah, that one was good.
I heard that one was really good. There was also Top Boy that just came back on Netflix. There was this French show called Brianne, some horror French show that people were saying is so scary and not to watch alone. I don't know.
I don't really believe that.
I don't either.
I mean, whenever I watch a horror movie at home, I don't really get scared.
I don't anymore. I'm just so used to it. When I watch it in theaters, it's a different experience. It's louder.
Because like okay, it's louder, it's darker, and it's more. You can feel they do that shit with the speakers in horror movies where it like vibrates. You just hear like low ass rumble, and you're like, fuck, I hate that noise.
It's like for instance, Paranormal Activity. You watch it at home, you're not gonna get scared. When you go to theaters to watch Paranormal Activity, you're gonna get your shit scared out of you.
Yeah, because you're like analyzing the whole screen. And you have to fucking look around.
Like I remember at one time we watched with your sisters. We were watching Paranormal Activity 3, and this is when the girls are still, like, in that movie, the girls are still small,
yeah.
Where it was, like, the prequel. And I remember there's one scene where the dad was walking to the closet, and you're just like, you fucking idiot, what are you doing? And you're just like, oh, God.
And then
oh, God, and he opens the thing, and nothing's there, and then his daughter jumps out. You're like, see? This is what I fucking told you not to do this! You were yelling at the screen.
Yo,
Nico.
why is it that in every fucking horror movie, people are just fucking coming out of nowhere? Like, you don't say shit when you enter a room. It's like, what the fuck, man?
It's all point of a horror. That's the whole point of a horror movie is you don't say anything.
Yeah, but like, this only happens to me, like, literally, the only time I ever get jump scared in real life is when somebody intentionally does it. That's the only time, like, I've never had, like, just been doing something, and somebody will just fucking turn a corner and be like, "So how's it going?" and just fucking scream in your ear just to scare you. It's like what the fuck is wrong with... Like, nobody does this in a horror movie. Your kid's creepy if he's fucking popping out of nowhere.
You know, horror movie people who are in horror movies make the poorest decisions. Oh yeah, so this house is haunted. We should leave. Oh no, let's go investigate it. What the fuck would you go investigate it?
It's
what do you
always,
know it's haunted?
It's always the white guy, and
exactly.
they're like, let's split up, and it's like, fucking why?
Then you have the wise black person, and they're like, you know what? I'm gone. I'm leaving. Then you get the little Asian guy.
And you know what sucks is they get killed for having the right decision.
No, that's a stupid thing.
They get killed because it's just like, oh yeah, because they're like, I'm gonna take that car and I'm gonna fucking run through that fence and I'm gonna leave, and I'm like, good decision. What you arguably you should have done it earlier, but you did it. You make that decision. That's the first step. You go in the car, and of course, the car works flawlessly throughout the beginning of the movie. But when he's trying to go, it's the time for the starter to be like, nah. No, we're not working today.
For some reason,
we're a car that's like 30 years old, that has like 200,000 miles on it. We're like 2 days away from collapsing now.
But in the beginning,
yesterday you were fucking fresh car.
You guys were flying all the way to this haunted house from like 4 hours, 5 hours away. But you know, you get here and you guys are done. Like.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I fucking love horror movies.
Oh, yeah. The horror movies nowadays aren't...
It's... Okay, you want to know what it is? It's because they're low budget, and they're trying to cash in early. Because horror movies make bank.
Bro, the low budget horror movies are the best. Look at Paranormal Activity. It went from
No. I'm telling you, like, stuff like Insidious, stuff like...
Insidious was a low budget, though. Insidious was, like, high budget movie.
No, it wasn't. It had, like, $1 million at max.
That's still a high budget, though.
No, Deadpool was $1 million, and that was low budget.
Really?
Yeah. Deadpool's a good example of a low budget good movie.
Goddamn.
But like $1 million budget is tight for a movie. They need more than that. They need like 50 mil or some shit just to do good shit. So most horror movies, that's their budget, like $1 million, $2 million. Like nothing great.
And they gotta make the best of it.
Yeah. So but the problem is they end up going to those like old fashioned tropes and shit. Like look at Get Out. That was a great movie.
Oh, it was great. I enjoyed it.
And fucking... I'll even say, like, the It movies. Chapter 1 and 2, great movies.
You watched one?
Yeah, I saw the first one.
Hey!
It was on Netflix, so I popped it in and watched it while I was
How'd you like it?
It was good.
I told you.
Good.
It was good.
I think...
one was better than the second. 100%.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with that. Like, but to me, it's like, it's not like a crazy difference. Because they both felt, like, pretty consistent.
Oh, yeah.
Like, 1 was good, and then 2 was, like, right there.
Did you hear what the directors were doing for that? So, now that they have released both of them, 1 is already on Blu-ray, 2 is about to be on Blu-ray. What the director is going to do is he's going to release a director's cut of the movie as both into one disc continuously. So it's going to be like a 6-hour
Holy
movie.
shit!
And he's going to add extras to it. So it's going to like, it's going to revert from childhood to their adulthood. And like, yeah, so it's gonna be it's gonna be like the OG It movies. Like the OG It movie was like 4 hours long.
I mean, because I know the director read the books.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to remake them, because he read the books and he knew he would do a good
Yeah,
job.
because it felt like it was a lot more faithful to the books.
Yeah,
you know,
except for one thing that they can't do, obviously. I don't know if you remember what that one part in the book is. I still remember it, and it's pretty fucked up. Stephen King has a woo kind of mind.
I mean, like half the creatures in the movies were like that. So
the one scene they didn't put in the movies because they're not allowed to, because it's basically illegal, is so the girl Bev, right? She's the only girl in the Losers Club. So what happens is, I think they go to like some, I don't know if it's their treehouse or whatever, but they have a gangbang, which is her and the guys in the book. And people are like, why can't they include it in the movie? Because it's fucking illegal. They're kids.
But they did that
kids.
When they were kids. Fuck.
They can't show that in theaters, nor can they show that ever. That's messed up, man. That is messed up.
Well, yeah, so it's supposed to be Stephen King's.
He's dark. I love his
crazy
books,
mind.
I love Stephen King's books.
Okay, let me show you, because we talked about this last time about like Junji Ito, and you should like.
Who's Junji Ito? Oh,
Like, I'm pretty sure this is some of the fucked up shit he makes. Like, he made a book.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, he made a book just about spirals.
What
and
the
going
hell?
into weird... Look at the fucking eyeball is, like, sliding in. And, like, it's like, if you want to, like, look at horror, like...
That's creepy.
He has, like, some crazy-ass fucking...
Why does it look like Ryuk from Death
Note? Yeah. Yeah, but these are usually just, like, what happens when you... Because, like, it would be, like, a build-up, and then when you turn the page, you just see a full page of this. And you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, yo, you know that fear of, like, holes and stuff like that on people? He's even did that shit. Like, he's got some crazy
that looks like a human SpongeBob.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think I've seen this stuff before. I need to read some of this stuff, though.
Yeah, I think a good chunk of it is really good. But, like, there's some that are like, meh. But yeah, he's got some good ass horror shit. Okay. So, what have you been watching, playing, and or doing? Update on your week. Because that's usually my week has been described by these whole fucking
playing.
questions.
I haven't been playing much. I don't have my PS Plus yet, so I haven't gotten any of the free games. I haven't bought NBA 2K20 yet, so I haven't played NBA.
I don't know. People are boycotting it.
I'm gonna buy it this Friday. Watching. I've watched. What did I watched? Oh, I finished Ash vs. Evil, which is fucking great. 99% Rotten Tomatoes. You need to watch it. It's on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah, you know what it is, right? Ash vs.
I've
Evil.
seen the Ash vs. Evil Dead, I think.
Yeah, it's fucking great, man.
I've seen it on I've seen it pop up on Netflix and I've had it recommended to me a couple times.
Fucking, you need to watch it. It's fantastic. What was the name that played Ash again?
I forget his name.
Something Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell. So Bruce Campbell, when he reprised his role as Ash in this series, he was fucking great. He was still like he was back in the old days. Like, he was great, man. He's a
great actor.
For me, he'll never get old to me. He'll always be funny, no matter what. And like when you brought back Ash, like I was so happy about it. Netflix didn't get Ash vs. Evil for a while. They had to wait, and then Starz got it. So then Netflix got season 1 and 2. Then season 3 was on Starz, and then they canceled it after season 3, which I was mad about.
So I bet you Netflix is like, yo, we'll pick it up.
So they picked it up. I don't know if they're gonna keep doing it, but they have all 3 seasons right now.
Probably. Netflix is pretty decent with that.
Yeah, and yo, it is so fucking great. All the OG characters are back in it. It's crazy. Like, not Sam Raimi, his brother, who was in the original Evil Dead. He's in this one too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, everyone's back in it. Like, all the original people are in it. Lucy Lawless from Xena. She's one of the main characters in the show too. And yeah, I know it's just a great show. I binged that. I finished 13 Reasons. That was depressing as fuck as usual.
I've only seen bits and pieces, and I'm like, you don't need you guys spoil it for me. I don't give a shit.
Don't watch it. It's just depressing.
It's just like I feel like that would not do me any favors. Because I would when I would see bits and pieces of it, like with my sister downstairs, just like would watch. Like I'd come down, like she'd be watching it, and I'd be like, why are these people assholes? Why are they acting like this? Nobody would do this in real life. This is just shitty personality. It's a shitty way to do this.
It's so fucked up. It's so depressing.
It's like everybody makes the worst decisions possible.
The thing is with season 3, the guy who raped Hannah in the first season and why Hannah killed herself, he started to slowly realize that he's a fucked up person. He started to realize that he's a fucked up person, and he started to accept that he was a fucked up person. He tried to change. And what happens when he tried to change? Someone kills him. And I'm just like, wow, that's fucked up. But he had it coming to him, I must say. But at the same time, like, I don't know, man. The way they portray things in the show, it was...
Nani the fuck? Okay, that's gonna be a good segue. It's fucking weird. But, I'm going to call it for this podcast, right?
We're good.
We're good.